What's going on, guys? It's that time again. So the bulk off season is over, and had a check-in with Chase like maybe 2 days ago, and prep has begun. So I don't think I've talked about it anywhere, but I am Chase and I talked, and I'm competing again in the Summer Shredding Championship in November. So I don't know if I even talked about this last prep, but I just did a regular summer shredding show last year, and if you medaled in your class, you qualify for the championship show, which for me would have been the very next day, or I qualified for the championship show a year later, and so that's the show I'm doing. Never really planned on doing more than one show. I know I talked a lot last prep about, the reason I was doing a bodybuilding show is, to me, it's a little bit like if a runner ran a marathon. I love the gym, and it was a challenge out in front of me, an opportunity to get on stage, care a little bit less what other people think about me, and just prove to myself that I'm capable of committing to a goal long term and following through. So, I did feel like I did all that last time, but the competitive part of me just couldn't kind of get away from the fact that I qualified for the show, and I had a whole year to prepare for it again, to work with Chase and get bigger this off season, which I'll talk a little bit later, that just we're in a much better starting point now than last time. And I really just couldn't turn away from the fact that I qualified for it. So that's the plan right now, is November 2nd, November 1st and 2nd. I'm not sure which day I'll be, but 20 weeks away. And just to catch anybody up that hasn't been watching any of the latest videos, Cass and I are back in Atlanta, so not in Texas anymore. This is our new house that I'm sure you'll see a lot more of over the next 20 weeks. But yeah, the last series was Road to Summer Shredding, was a lot about just me, like I said before, overcoming some fears. I was afraid to get on stage. I was afraid to film myself. So that was the focus of it, and because of that, my training and the way I prepared for the show was, I was exactly on point with everything. I had a meal plan, so I was eating the same thing every day, just to kind of make sure that everything else was in control, so that I could just be fully confident going into the show. But again, we were in Texas. We were by ourselves out there, so I was able to do that. Nobody was. We weren't going out to dinner with friends or anything like that while we were out there, so it was a little bit easier to do that. But this time we're back in Atlanta, back with family, back with friends. Haven't talked about this on the channel at all, but got a baby on the way, so got that in my life as well, which is, we're so excited. Getting distracted thinking about it. But anyway, and so that all of that is going to change how this prep goes. So last time it was, I was able to be really selfish and just do exactly what I needed to do to stay in my routine. But this time, I want to show throughout the prep that I can live my life and do a bodybuilding show at the same time. So this series, I'm going to call it Finding Balance Bodybuilding Edition. Just because like I was saying, my last prep was pretty out of balance for what my priorities are. I wouldn't consider myself a bodybuilder. I'm not going to get my pro card. It's not my goal. So bodybuilding took a higher percentage of my life than it is a priority. So this series is going to be, like I said, about finding balance. And again, I don't think that balance is everything you do is equally split up. It's, to me, finding how all of your priorities fit into your life, and spending your time based on those priorities. So like I said, I've got a baby on the way. That's more important than doing a bodybuilding show. I've got a wife, more important than doing a bodybuilding show. So I just want to be able to show and prove to myself that I can have, a goal for myself, whether that's going to be business in the future, whether it's going to be getting back to being more athletic in the future. Right now it's going to be a bodybuilding show, that I can pursue those things but still be a great dad, be a great friend, be a great husband, and still live my life the way that I want to. So that's the premise for this next series. And I hope that what somebody watching might get from it is that, you know, if I can live my life and do all of those other things and still get stage ready, stage lean, and compete, that you can spend 8 weeks, 10 weeks, whatever, to make a positive change in your life, whether it's the way that you look or getting more healthy or stronger or whatever it is, that you can have these goals for yourself and still be able to have a job and have a family and have friends and still live your life. And so this time I'm gonna, I got a meal plan, macros, calories, and everything, but I'm gonna be a little bit more flexible with myself, and then hopefully be able to show a little bit more than eating just rice and chicken for every meal every day. Some things that I've learned that I can fit in my diet that will be helpful for someone else who's not necessarily looking to get stage lean, but just make a positive impact in their physique or in their health. So that's the premise for the series. Let's see. But yeah, I'm excited by this idea of finding balance, because I'd love to keep making videos after this bodybuilding show, but I most likely won't be doing a bodybuilding show again after this. So, finding balance bodybuilding edition. Next time it might be finding balance business edition, finding balance becoming an athlete again. Finding balance will be an ongoing thing throughout my life. As maybe I have more kids in the future, I have more business or new businesses in the future. Just as things come up in my life, it's always going to be flexing and changing. And so I just like the idea that this finding balance can be something that will be the same across everything that I'm trying to do. So, but yeah, that's the series, and I'm going to try to do, again, at least starting out 1 to 2 videos every week, and then maybe more as we get closer to the show. But that's the plan for now, and it's been fun eating a lot of food. It's been fun feeling stronger, but I'm ready for a change. So I'm excited this is getting started, and I'm excited to get the camera out again. I was terrible with it during the off season, but and I don't know if you can tell, but it's a little bit tough talking to the camera again, but I'll get used to it. Got to figure out how I'm going to be filming in the LA Fitness, but I'll figure that out too. But yeah, I'm pumped to be getting started with prep again, and pumped to share the journey with you guys. So I'm gonna talk a little bit more about what my the changes in my diet are gonna be, but I'm about to head to the grocery store, so I'll come back, show you some of the things that I got at the grocery store and how they're gonna fit into my new diet. But yeah, I'm gonna head to the grocery store, and see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, I knew I'd forget something, but I just wanted to go through the length of prep and then kind of my starting point this year versus last year. But 20 weeks again, same as last year, but much better starting place. So the idea behind doing the same amount of weeks, even though I'm in a better starting position, is hopefully we can go a little bit slower and just maintain more muscle mass through the prep versus having to cut more body fat off and then in the process losing more muscle. But I'll put up right here kind of my starting point last year versus starting point this year. I'm 15 pounds heavier, 175 starting last year, basically 190 starting this year. And I feel like, and Chase feels like, definitely leaner. I know the lighting is a little bit different in these pictures, but I definitely feel like I'm leaner even though I'm 15 pounds heavier. So I'm really pumped to see what I look like as we start shedding off the layers. And then obviously the goal is always to be better than last year, and just I'm excited to see what I look like. But yeah, that's just one other thing that I forgot to mention in the talk right there. So head to the grocery store now. I'll be back and take you guys through what I got. Back from the grocery store, and this is kind of a good starting point for me. And it's not everything that I'll be eating, because like I said before, I'm definitely going to try to be a little bit more flexible with my diet and still eat clean, but just know that I'm gonna be sometimes out of the house for work. I need to pick up something from a restaurant or be eating with friends and just make healthy choices and like I said, have balance and live my life, but still do what I need to do to make progress. So I'll just run you through, well, first I'll run you through what my meal plan has changed to now that prep started, and then just a little bit of what I got. So right now, Chase changed it to, I've got 2 high days of 2,900 calories with 200 grams of protein, 400 carbs, and 60 fat. And then every other day of the week is 25-40. And so it's 200 protein, 300 carbs, and 60 fat again. So still like nothing too difficult, a decent amount of food. Dropped fat down from, it was 80 in the off season, now 60. So that makes it a little bit more difficult, but I'll just run you through. Obviously I didn't get this at Publix, but Mega Fit Chicken has been kind of my main source of protein. I said this is my full day of eating, but I'm pretty lazy with cooking, so it makes it easy. Got egg whites for breakfast. I've got some flatbread, so I can make some flatbread pizzas with this barbecue sauce. It's the G Hughes sugar-free, so it's got 10 total calories, just 2 carbs per serving, so that's great. Obviously rice cakes. I've got some cereal. I like these, especially honeycombs, because there's like 1 gram of fat per serving, so it's just, I've still got 400 carbs on my high days, so I need a good way to get some low-fat carbs. Then obviously tons of rice. I used to get Uncle Ben's, but these were $1 less a pack and basically the same macros, maybe a few more carbs, but again, like I said, I can handle that right now. And then my go-to breakfast, English muffins, bagels, almond butter, this reduced sugar jelly. I love this because it's just reduced sugar. It's not actually fake sugar, so it's pretty great. And then this is probably the fakest thing that I eat, but the can't believe it's not butter. Basically 0 calories unless you spray it a million times. And then just another source of carbs. I've got just some potatoes, and then for my cereal, almond milk. Right now I'm doing the 60 calorie one. There's a 30 calorie one too that's unsweetened, but I'll get into that maybe a little bit later when I have less carbs later in prep. But yeah, this is gonna be the basis of what I eat at home. So super clean when I'm at home, and then like I said, as we're doing stuff with friends or I'm out of the house for whatever reason and I'm eating at restaurants, I'll have a little bit more flexibility. So, but yeah, that's the grocery haul for now. And then that might be the end of this video, and I'm gonna this might just be kind of an intro to the prep, and then starting tomorrow I'm gonna be filming daily weigh-ins, workouts, everything. So getting going with 2 videos a week, but for now that's it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.